first question where I think, as a Kaizer Chiefs fan, I know you from the day one that you're a Kaizer Chiefs big fan. So how do you feel
Biggest.
about Kaizer Chiefs revisiting Nabi?
I feel that it's a long overdue. Like they should have done this a long time ago. They should have bought Unabe last season. Yeah, but I feel
Yeah.
like again having to bring him now came with the benefit of getting Fernando de Cruz. Because at first, if he came last year, we would never get Fernando de Cruz. You see, so it's like
Yes.
yeah, it's like hitting two birds with one stone, which is a very good thing, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but
Yes, I understand. So it's never say never, never. It's never too late.
it's never too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
so
bro,
so like.
I want to ask you something. I saw yesterday there was movement at Kansas Chiefs. Actually, there was players which were announced that with SMBC Sport that they are going to not to get contract extension for next season. And I heard you
Mhm.
earlier you talk about Mato. So, which player do you think maybe Kansas Chiefs made a mistake for not renewing contract?
I personally feel like they should have kept Usteve. I know that a lot of people think that I know that a lot of people don't like him because he has been bad, but if it happened when playing in Amazulu. Usteve was
Yes.
playing as an attacking midfielder, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes,
He was
true.
playing
He
up
was
front
playing with
behind,
the
yeah, behind the striker, right? And then when he got to Chiefs, he started playing as a number eight, and then from a number eight to a defensive midfield, and they expected him to perform the same, which would never happen. Him. I understand Dolly, I understand Planty, because Planty is old and then Dolly is injury prone. They're just eating money there, so it's okay. Let them. Yeah, but as for Ustebe, I feel like Stebe still
yes.
has a lot to offer. We saw it on the last games of the season that he was playing well, even though we were losing, but he
He
was
was
there. You
fighting.
could see that okay, with Umteto there in the middle, they were doing something, and it was
Yeah.
good for us. Yeah, but it was unlike playing Castillo and Umteto. Yes, Castillo is a very good player, but you cannot play two defensive players. Yeah,
Yes.
but it always results in us losing,
We saw
like
that.
they did when we were playing
Uh,
against Jotlab Sundowns. Remember how we just considered a lot of goals because of playing two double pivot defensive
yeah,
midfields.
it's
It was
bad. It's
we
bad.
don't have
I
somebody
also saw that
bad.
on Rolando Nkwena when he was playing Orlando Pirates and playing with so much defense, two defending midfielders, midfielders, and I felt like center midfielders, and I saw it that no, Rolando just messed up this lineup. You understand?
Exactly.
So
You're
this is why
losing
he
a different
actually
differential goals.
yes. So
You don't have to defend.
as I was like asking, as you said, also Sicheve, they should have kept him for the next season. Maybe coach can have plans for him. So I was asking that actually on Castillo, as we know, Castillo came as a free agent to Kaizer Chiefs, and actually right now he is actually I can't say he's achieved more at Kaizer Chiefs, but I can say he tried on last season. You understand? It shows that he's a
Mhm.
quality player. But maybe it was because of a wrong position and everything. But do you think it would be a wise idea for Kaizer Chiefs to sell Castillo to Zamalek for 30 million?
Well, if he wants to leave, I say that they should let him leave. You see, but if he does not want to leave, then they should retain him. Because if you look, it's amazing how he's our top goal scorer, but he plays at the back. But let's leave that one. We were
You know,
bad last
I
season.
understand. But
We
don't
were
you
bad.
think it would
Yeah.
be actually a profit for Kaizer Chiefs just to sell him and get these players? As we had even Azizi, is 6 million, and this contract is ending, I think, on the 3rd of June. And he has a good relationship, and he has a
They
good
do.
relationship with Nabi. You know, Nabi was coaching young Africans, so
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah. So I was just asking if it's a good idea for Kaizer Chiefs to sell him.
Well, if they would go for a player like Aziz K, then I would say that okay, it's a good idea, but if they don't go for a player like Aziz K, then who are you gonna bring? Who is gonna replace that? I mean, Castillo is a quality player, and then you're gonna sell Castillo only to bring someone on the PSL who's not as good as him. Yeah, man. So I'm actually concerned about that. Yes, Kaiser Chiefs has a good relationship with young Africans, yeah, man, because they are even gonna play another match next month, I think, when they return
Yeah, I
from
had
the
that.
for
I
from
had
the
that.
preseason. Yeah, when they return from the preseason tour in Europe, they're gonna play with them. But if you're not gonna get a player like Aziz K or that one Rabi Mohamed Rabi from ASPA, then you shouldn't sell Castillo. Yeah, but
Okay.
who's gonna replace Castillo? Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no, there's a lot of questions because I heard you. You're talking about also your play. I saw you on your group chat when you talk about players which you wish Chiefs can buy actually, and I saw you mention as in I think it's Apolis Mukwana and other players. So, do you think
Mhm.
what all those players who you mentioned? Which one do you really want to see in Kaizer Chiefs?
Well, as much as I wanna see Apolis, ne, I would rather have Elias Mokwena. But
Yeah, okay.
I get that Apolis is PSL proven so far, and I get that it's good, ne. But for his price, I feel like they're like dragging it a little bit too much.
How much
You
is it?
cannot sell it's 8 million. You cannot sell
Oh,
a new player with 8 million. He's still young. Yes, he has a lot of potential, but he just have arrived. He has just played one season. What if he becomes a one season wonder? What if it was just that season that he was good and then does not perform this other season? So we just wasted money again, you see. So I feel like if yeah, he had played 2 seasons in the PSL and we saw that okay, this player can play and he's like literally now PSL proven, then I would say that okay, we can get Apolis for that much money. But if if you look at this, ne, I would rather go for this guy, for Elias Mokwena, because yeah, he has been there for quite some time and he's a very good player. Yeah, but
yeah, football brain is too much there. He knows what he's doing.
too
Okay,
much.
I think it's very clear, and we have also topic about actually. I'm not dragging you to comment what Junior Kanye said. You understand? But you know, everybody got his own opinion, and especially on football, and he's also a former player of Kaizer Chiefs. It seems like he have doubts on Anabi. As do you think it is fair just to doubt somebody whom you don't know?
If you look at and listen to what Navi has been saying about the PSL, man, you would understand why I don't doubt him. He knows our players. He knew he wanted Samkela Zwane and Chabalala earlier on, before the whole thing of coming to Chiefs came along. You see, that means that he watches the PSL. He understands what's going on in the PSL. He understands the play and he understands the culture because he has been watching it for quite some time. He has been following it for quite some time, and because of that, I'd say, okay, this coach is good enough for us because he understands what's going on here again. So whatever Junior Kanye is saying, I don't know, maybe he's seeking for attention or something. But I've heard a lot of legends actually complaining about it. You know, these legends, man, I feel like they're the reason why we are not going forward as South African football because they are always there criticizing unnecessarily so. And I feel like you know what, if you really grow, you should get rid of these legends and just let some new people like take over. Because if we're gonna like keep these legends around, the stigma is always going to be there, and we are not going to grow. Because every time when a team brings a whole new technical team without a South African in it, this legend starts commenting, "Why isn't there a South African in this technical team? If this
Yes,
technical team is gonna fail because of that." But the Sundowns have, if Sundowns decide to like bring a technical team from Europe, have you had somebody saying that? Perhaps as a
nah,
technical team right now. Yes, I know that somebody from South Africa is already there, but do you see a legend there? Is there an Orlando Perez legend there? There's no Orlando Perez
no,
legend working there. Is
yes.
there a Sundance? Is there a Sundance Perez, a Sundance legend working at Sundance right now?
It's
Then
only
what?
Kekan. Like they are not even on the spotlight, like on the maybe pitch side. Maybe they are there back room. You understand, where we don't
I
even know.
exactly my point. So why should Chiefs bring a legend to work with us then? You see that that's the thing with these people. They just want money or they're just out of job. I don't know, but they're trying to get attention or something. I don't understand. They're always like that. And they're never
Yes, I
happy,
don't.
man.
That's true. That's
Mm.
true. So as the assistant coaches arrived in SA and actually waiting for Nabi to come. What is the estimation date actually where you think it will be a final date Nabi is supposed to be announced? Or else, let me just say estimation.
Estimation, I would say that Navi would be announced next week. Yeah. Um, Monday maybe or Tuesday. It depends on when he will decide to come after the match. Maybe if he comes immediately after the match, then he will be announced on Monday. But if he like decides to fly on Monday, then he will be announced on Tuesday because it's gonna get you a bit late. Yeah, but For now, I could say that if the king there in Morocco decides to make the
Yes.
match somewhere around July, maybe on the 6th of July, ne,
Okay.
then Nabi will come as maybe more or maybe by Friday. Because the thing is, they cannot. He said that if it's played this Sunday, then he will play the final. But if it's played in July, then he will come. Because the thing is, if he has to, if they have to play it in July, then it means that he's gonna have to hold on with the preseason camp that he ordered. Yeah, but so they're going
Hmm.
on camp on the fourth. They're going on camp on the fourth, and because of that, he has to come. He has no choice but to leave the entire thing and come. Yeah, but
Yes. I know. I think it's very, very clear as you just gives your estimation. But I still have actually a last question where um how did you feel like about Skokone's story, which which showed up yesterday? If you remember, they said the Cruz was about to be hijacked by Skokone United, and I was like, okay, so these guys are waiting for
it,
Kaizer Chiefs to scout.
well, it's not that he was about to be stolen. The story comes as
Yeah,
this, ne?
yeah.
Skukune and the Cruz were talking at first. Before
Okay,
long
before
before
Kaizer Chiefs.
long before Kaizer Chiefs.
Okay,
Sekhukhune and the coach talking because they just got rid of their coach and it.
okay,
I forgot his name, yeah. But and
yeah.
then they were
CM.
talking, and then yeah, and then when they were nearing an agreement, then Chiefs came along. Nabi actually what did not have intentions of aiding Da Cruz. Nabi said told Chiefs that if you want me, you must add this guy as our assistant. And then Chiefs decided to give this guy an offer, and then he went there. But I feel like again, as the agreement that they had there in Skukune that made this one choose to come to Chiefs instead, because it also happened with Morena Ramabul. He just rejected them too. So there is something that Skukune is doing that is wrong that these coaches are not willing to go to them. Yeah,
Yes, because I think they made
it doesn't
a
really
bad
happen.
decision by just letting that coach to go. You understand? Which that coach was doing
Yeah,
good, was doing good, but
exactly.
maybe they
So,
were
so,
having. So are you
so
trying to say maybe in other side, Sekhukhune United they were already, as you say, they were speaking before with Takrus, and so it is
mhm.
clear from a point of view that maybe Sekhukhune they are actually what do you call they actually uh, fired that coach because they were having maybe trust on Takrus that is coming, and then he was hijacked. And actually, what do you call Nabi talked to Takrus to join him at Kaizer Chiefs. Do you think
Mhm.
does it make sense? Maybe I didn't
So,
explain it very
well,
well.
I don't think that they actually fired the previous coach because of that. I heard there were rumblings there that the coach did something that
Oh,
they didn't like. Yeah, and it's not that he was performing
okay.
badly or anything. They were winning. Remember that they were playing quite well. I think they came at number 4 on the season, ne? On the league, ne? Yeah, I think
They're
4 or 5. I
they're
don't.
number
I'm
four
not
or
sure.
five. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They were doing quite well, but I feel like the coach. What I read, I don't remember quite well. I don't know what the coach did, and then Skukune decided to offload him. And at like the last games of the season, they decided to offload him. I don't know what happened there. Something wrong went on, and then
Yeah,
they decided to fire the coach.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
they did
Baro.
nothing. It did. Yeah, it wasn't because of bad performing or anything. Yeah,
Yes. I
yeah.
know.
So I don't think
I
they
really
decided to
understand.
fire.
I really understand. As I was borrowed you only for 15 minutes, I think our time is up right now. You understand? I really appreciate it, bro. I think I'll also bring you again, but I think, bro, I think I will also going to wait for questions in the comment section. If there's somebody maybe ask something, we can go live and then we discuss about it. I really appreciate it, bro. Your time is very
Even even
important.
even if-
We should.
even wait, even if they ask now, we can answer them.
No, okay, it's fine. But I think if we're having 59 people here, but it seems like they're just listening. They don't want to ask or saying anything about it. So that's why I'm just deciding that maybe if we let's comment and then we'll also go into that and check what is really happening.
Okay, no problem. We can do that.
So, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.